I got the new, well, they're not the new ones, but anyway, I got me a fancy dancy smancy furls hook. I've always wanted to try them, but they're always out of my price range. So I just got one to try it out. 37 bucks, but you know, already I'm loving it. So, and I'm just working on this old scrap blanket here. And of course, like always, my camera's out of frame and all that good stuff. So we just saw north-south, which is up and down. Now you get something hard in. That Blaze Alexander pulls to the left side, so that tells you he's out in front. But then how do you put that back? We got a slider if you're out front, maybe trying to stay back a little bit. So let's see what Avila goes to here. Runner going, and it's lined into center. I mean, it will take some getting used to, and I don't know, people that have a pencil grip maybe not like it. I don't do pencil grip. I don't even know how they do pencil grip with the regular, you know, crochet hook. I mean, it smooths so good, you know, and when I get those ergonomic ones, they have a tendency to like rub sores on my hand just from that. With this being this resin finish and aluminum metal, whatever it could be, what you know, it doesn't do it do that. Not because I was crocheting over there on my bed for quite a little while. I don't know. I mean, I'm just doing double crochet, so it's not like you really need to see my stitches. See my pretty hook. It's so pretty. I got it because it was purple too. They have all different kinds of colors, all different kinds of like names that they've come up with on. I don't know what the difference in each set or each new one that they come out with or whatever. I have no idea. But like I said, I'm liking it, and it's supposed to be specifically, you know, it's ergonomic. It's supposed to be for like arthritically hands and stuff like that. But I have a stroke hand and a neuropathy hand and a post-carpal tunnel surgery that did nothing for me but caused me the pain after the surgery and before it and all that. But it's hard to tell whether it would help with that. I really don't think so far that my arm is being as numb or painful after this much of crocheting I did yesterday. With the regular one, I ended up quit crocheting because I was having a bad arm day. I went to the doctor today, and it's, you know, it's not like they know if it's stroke related or, you know, carpal tunnel stuff, because I've been crocheting and knitting for years and years and years and years, you know, and I don't know, because after they did the wrist carpal tunnel one, they said, oh, well, then, you know, we probably need to go up further on your elbow because you got an ulnar nerve block or pinch or whatever. What the heck? As bad as that hurt on my hand, there is no way. And I'm right-handed. So taking my right hand out of it, it was really hard. It was hard to pull up my pants. It was hard to, I mean, just not something I wanted to go through. But I did give them a chance because, you know, I've had people say how great, you know, it helped. So I decided I'd try it, and hindsight's 20/20, I guess, in that sense. But yeah, this is just scraps of stuff. A lot of this yarn is like super, super old, you know, and there's little bitty pieces and there's longer pieces, and, you know, just a double crochet. I may throw, I think I actually did throw some half double, like right there in this part right here. And could be a herringbone there. I'm not even sure. I'll just change, and I'll probably will do that, but I ain't gonna do anything like fancy stitches probably. I've got another one that I've started that I've done baubles and stuff on it randomly and oh gosh, not oh I completely lost my mind. Oh, ribbing. I was trying to think ribbing or something, and I was trying to think something else. I don't know. My mind just kind of goes out and takes a walk sometimes, and I have no idea. Can't come up with the words, but that too is probably stroke related. So I'm just glad I could actually use my limbs, numbness or not, because my right leg gets numb too, and if I get pretty fatigued, then I'm more apt to fall. Already have balancing issues, but yeah, it's definitely a challenge, but I definitely don't have it as bad as some people that have had strokes. So I got a big old warning sign. I quit smoking like cold turkey that day that I had a AFib situation going on. And I educated, so I went and I looked at medical websites, medical books about, because I was a smoker for many years and thought, doctors, everything's blamed on smoking, everything. Well, it took me as a smoker long enough to believe them. Because, like, my first stroke, first thing I did when I got out of the hospital was smoke a cigarette. And a few days later is when I had the AFib crisis. Oh, let me tell you. That is not something I want to repeat again. Yeah, whole world was spinning. Okay, anyway, that's all I was going to do is show you my cool new crochet hook. And of course you know what I did. I only use about 3 hooks. I use H, I, and J's. And there's never any sense of me getting the whole set. I've done that before with like the boy hooks and stuff, because they'll say F through K or whatever. So I just get the whole set because it's just the same price. But like with something this expensive, there'd be no way I'd buy a big whole set, because I'm never going to use like an L and an M, and I'm never going to use any teeny tiny ones. So I went in there and I bought me another. Ordered more. I ordered an I and a J, because those are the 3 hooks I mainly use. Very rarely will I use a G, and very rarely a K. But those ones bigger than that, I got those hooks all over everywhere. And I don't use them. Just like in my knitting sets, I buy a whole knitting set, and I use 6, 7, 8. Actually, I use like 6, 8, and 10. Those are the ones I mainly use. Some other ones just sit there unused. But I always get the interchangeable ones, and I couldn't use those big thick ones. There's no way I could knit with the thick yarn those would require anyway. So, but anyways, that's all I do. This is the saga of the trying to get the camera to let you see my stitches will go on forever, and there'll never be a tutorial, because unless I'm sitting at the desk and behind the camera, then I can show things, I guess. But that's not a comfortable way for me to crochet. I mean, if it was just a little bitty short to show you a couple stitches, that would be okay. And I'm tired today, so I don't want to fight with the camera and try to go live or try to do anything. But I think before I definitely had the camera up too high. Now if I could just get it to come over my shoulder, because when I had it up too high, all it did is show my big balding head. And if I want to sit back in the recliner, I can't really get it behind me. But if I sat up, probably. If I just sat it in a desert rocker, but that gets old after a while too, because my projects are so big, and when I do looming, my looms are so big, I literally have to sit back to give them room for the loom to rest on the foot thing of the recliner. So, anyway, I think these furl hooks are approved. I don't do any, like, commissioned reviews or anything like that. This is just all me, and I get on YouTube and watch reviews and stuff, and that's what usually helps me, so I can blame the Gilded Something podcast for this one, because he got like 6 furls hooks. Not as pretty as mine, mind you. And that's what got me thinking about it, thinking I have always wanted to try a furls hook. And now, if it's trying to help my hand fatigue like they claim, that's an excuse for using it. I also think that the furls hook helps with my tension a lot. I feel like my tension's tighter, and I'm always one that is really loose. And so I don't know. I put more miles on it, and we'll be able to tell, I suppose, whether it's a real good thing or not.